Ana de Smart Mind é uma escola canadense que oferece cursos de inglês, francês e imigração. Os vídeos estão em inglês ou francês para você se acostumar com a pronúncia. Os professores que sabem português vão te ajudar. Aqui, você vai ver um texto, uma regra gramatical e um exercício. Vamos embora.
You are welcome here to get in back. You know that work is the essential thing that can make your life successful in any country. Everything else can come later. Therefore, you've got to have nice communication, a tight vocabulary, and the best way to say your ideas. They are crucial. Here, I'm going to show you how to search for your new job in Canada and to participate in conversations. In order to appear clever and comfortable, you will have here 1. Job searching ideas, 2. Templates, 3. Tips. This video will help you to find and get your work, adjust yourself to it, and settle in your new Canadian life. 1. Job searching ideas. Finding jobs with Indeed job search. Experiencing job loss is one of the top 5 most stressful events in a person's life, along with taking actions to protect your health and that of your loved ones. Right now can be a difficult and confusing time to look for a job. There are, however, several simple steps you can take to empower yourself towards finding and getting a job. 1. Perform a self-assessment. If you've lost your job, start by filing for unemployment benefits as soon as possible. Take some time to consider your current situation. If your last job was in an industry impacted by COVID-19, such as travel or hospitality, you may need to widen your search to other jobs and industries to find a job more quickly. Consider the transferable skills and experience you gained in those jobs that could be translated to other similar positions. For example, a flight attendant is required to be highly adaptable, remain calm and prepared for emergency situations, have excellent communication skills, have excellent customer service skills. Those skills may be well suited to jobs in customer service, sales or healthcare. Consider what other jobs may also require the skills you've built so far in your career to browse available careers. After you've identified your transferable skills, qualities and experiences, take some time to browse for currently available jobs on Indeed that may be good options for you. In the what field, try using keywords related to your soft and hard skills, such as customer service or social media. In the where field, you might either type the location where you're looking for jobs or use words like remote or work from home in that field. You should also consider emerging job opportunities as COVID-19 continues to affect how businesses operate across the country. For example, many cities need essential personnel, such as grocery clerks, healthcare professionals, food and grocery delivery professionals and more. If helpful, you might consider creating a free Indeed account to save jobs and track your application status. Downloading the Indeed app and the Indeed for Chrome extension may also make saving, applying for and tracking jobs more convenient. 3. Narrow your search. Once you've got a good idea of available jobs that may be a good fit with your background, narrow your search by looking for more specific job titles as opposed to keywords. You can filter your job search on the search results page either by using the left-hand filtering panel or by clicking Advanced Job Search next to the Find Jobs button. With either of these functions, you can filter your results by job type, full or part-time, contract, etc., salary, company, location, and more. Create job alerts to get email updates about new jobs that fit your criteria. You can manage the frequency and criteria of your job alerts through your Indeed account. 4. Update and upload your resume. When you're ready to start applying, it is best to tailor your resume to each job you apply for. This is a good opportunity to highlight each of the transferable skills you have as it relates to the needs of each employer. Remember to review the job description and use relevant keywords in your resume. For example, if the job description lists that the candidate should have at least 5 years of customer service experience, and that is true for you, put it in an easily identifiable place, like your resume summary at the top of the page. If you are applying for a new job title or industry, you might try using a functional or skills-based resume template, which prioritizes relevant skills instead of related professional experience. Once you've updated your resume, upload it to your Indeed account to easily apply for jobs. Set it to public to allow employers to contact you about available jobs that might be a good fit for your background. You can also use the library of professional resume templates to build one on Indeed. Add your resume to Indeed so employers can contact you when your profile matches a job they're trying to fill. Tips for job searching during COVID-19. As you begin searching, applying and interviewing for jobs, here are a few best practices to keep in mind. Keep up your momentum. Searching and applying for jobs can be a full-time commitment, so keep up your momentum by dedicating time to your search on a daily basis. It is best to set a daily or weekly application goal for yourself. Once you reach your goal, reward yourself in small ways, such as reading a chapter in your favorite book, watching an episode of TV, or doing an exercise video. Be patient, just as you are trying to get answers to make the best decisions for yourself and your family during this time, so are employers as such. They may be slow to respond or may not respond at all if you're not hearing back. Keep applying for new opportunities and follow up when possible. Keep your job search toolkit updated as you search. Make sure your resume, cover letter and online profiles are up to date. Tailor your resume and cover letter for each job and consistently reassess whether you are applying for jobs that are a good fit for your background and experience level. Take advantage of COVID-19 job resources. The government as well as many organizations are developing free resources for people whose job has been affected by COVID-19, such as virtual career coaching. Do your research and make use of these resources.
Agora você tem o texto. Lembre-se de entrar em contato. Na descrição você tem o nosso contato.
Now you have the text. Remember to keep in touch. This video improves your chances to get a job in Canada. If you get subscribed, you will receive these new videos every week. 2. Templates. What are active verbs? Active verbs, or action or dynamic verbs, are words used to describe an action that the subject is performing. They focus on the subject of the sentence. Here's an example of a sentence using an active verb. Louise increased the department's sales by 13%. In this example, Louise is the subject. She performed the action of increasing the department's sales. This creates a sentence that is simple and easy to understand. Passive verbs are the opposite of active verbs. Sentences with passive verbs focus on the sentence's object that receives the action. Here's an example of a sentence using passive voice. The department's sales were increased by Louise by 13%. In this example, Louise is performing the action. However, the department is the subject of the sentence, not Louise. This creates a complicated sentence that is long and difficult to read. How to use active verbs on a resume. Follow these steps for how to use active verbs on your resume. 1. Check your current resume for passive voice. Review your current resume for instances of passive voice. Consider using a grammar tool to highlight any examples for you to revise. Look for be verbs, such as is, am, were, are, and have been, which many people often use with passive verbs. Update each sentence with a passive verb to be a statement that begins with or implies beginning with I, such as, I mentored new hires to better prepare them for their role. I helped increase the department budget based on achieving sales goals, created a new onboarding process to streamline paperwork for new hires, led weekly team meetings to discuss strategies for better engaging students. 2. Focus on your achievements. Focus on how you achieved something rather than what the achievement itself was. This helps reinforce your abilities to demonstrate to the hiring manager why you're a good candidate. For example, you may write strategized and implemented a new customer acquisition campaign rather than customer acquisition was increased by our efforts to better highlight how you improved customer acquisition. 3. Begin each bullet point with a verb. Consider revising your resume so each section includes a bulleted list. Begin each bullet point with an active verb, making your resume easier for hiring managers to read. Some examples of these statements include completed up to 70 quality assurance tasks per day, increased department revenue by 15% per quarter, introduce a new document scanning system to improve efficiency and filing processes, managed a group of copywriters, front-end developers, and graphic designers to create a new customer-focused website, organized team-building activities to promote cohesiveness among colleagues, resolved customer complaints to improve customer satisfaction. 65 examples of active verbs. Here are some examples of active verbs you may use on a resume, in a cover letter, or during an interview. Accomplished, administered, advised, built, chaired, charted, collaborated, communicated, consolidated, coordinated, created, delegated, delivered, developed, engineered, enhanced, established, executed, finalized, formalized, formed, founded, generated, handled, headed, implemented, improved, incorporated, increased, initiated, instructed, launched, led, leveraged, maintained, managed, measured, merged, operated, organized, oversaw, partnered, planned, prepared, produced, programmed, provided, published, raised, reduced, refined, researched, resulted, satisfied, simplified, spearheaded, strategized, streamlined, supervised, surpassed, trained, transformed, updated, upgraded, volunteered. Benefits of using active verbs in a resume. Using active verbs rather than passive verbs on a resume offers a variety of benefits, such as distinguishes your resume Using active verbs may help separate your resume from other candidates. Resume's active verbs help you focus on how you accomplished certain tasks or achievements. This guides hiring managers through your experience and informs them of your specific responsibilities, provides clarity. Action verbs focus the sentence on the subject performing the action. Statements with action verbs are often easier to read than those with passive verbs. Using passive verbs may make it confusing for the hiring manager to determine your abilities and how you contributed to an achievement. Works well with application tracking systems. Organizations may use an application tracking system, Austrian shillings, to filter through resumes to identify those which contain certain keywords. It's possible that resumes with certain active verbs or keyword phrases may be more likely to pass through the Austrian shillings to the hiring manager. This is because many hiring managers input active verb statements as keywords for the system to screen on resumes. Shows control. Active verbs show control in your experience because they reflect you performing an action directly. These statements highlight your contributions to a project to best represent your abilities to a hiring manager. For example, compiled analytics for our marketing department better represents your control of a task than I was tasked with compiling analytics for our marketing department to measure ROI for their quarterly campaign. Allows you to be specific. Active verbs are more specific than passive verbs. They simplify showcasing your experience from previous jobs. This helps the hiring manager better understand your qualifications and prevents potential misinterpretation of your skill set. Displays confidence. Active verbs help you explain your previous responsibilities clearly. They allow you to discuss goals you've achieved and projects you've completed easily. This may help establish your expertise and provide the hiring manager with a better understanding of your viability as a candidate. Using active verbs in an interview. Using active verbs in an interview may also help you create a good impression on the hiring manager. Providing answers with active verbs may help you project confidence and focus on the results of your actions. Here are some examples of using active verbs in an interview. Example 1. This example shows how to use active verbs as a customer service representative. In my previous job as a customer service representative, the scheduling system that we used to take repair and service requests stopped working. I quickly developed an alternative method for receiving requests and submitted these requests once the original system was operational again. To do this, I committed to working overtime as needed until I found a place for every request on the service calendar. Then, I sent a confirmation email to each business owner. Because of my quick thinking and dedication to our customers, we experienced a higher customer retention rate versus the same time last year. Example 2. In this example, a social media manager uses active verbs to show their skills. I was working as a social media manager for a large university that was celebrating its founding day. We celebrated by planning a scavenger hunt through the quad. I developed a social media strategy to get the students to take part in online conversations with the school. To amplify our messaging to do this, I met with university representatives to get more event details. Then, I shared impactful and exciting posts on social media that provided clues. This led to a 50% engagement rate on these posts, which was a 25% increase from other posts. Example 3. This example demonstrates how a safety officer uses active verbs. Last year, while working as a safety officer at a manufacturing plant, we had a workers' comp injury. After this happened, I met with the employee and their manager, and I reviewed security footage to determine what exactly caused this employee to fall from the ladder. I then met with our firm's engineers to establish if there was a way to add on a ledge that could hold the ladder a little better for our employees. After they installed the ledge, I spearheaded the testing team to make sure it was a sturdy alternative that would protect our employees. Because of the ledge, we prevented several potential falls. Example 4. In this example, a teacher uses active verbs in an interview. In my current class, I have a student who struggles with focusing during independent study times. I observed how the student acts when working as a group, and I talked to their previous teachers about their difficulty focusing. I monitored their behavior to try to determine what distracts them more about working alone than with others. Based on my observations, I contacted their parents to discuss what they may think was causing the student to struggle. We decided we think the student was struggling to read properly, making it difficult for them to work on their own. I worked with the student one-on-one to confirm this theory, and we were correct. I coordinated additional reading help for them, and they've already started to thrive working independently and in a team.
Agora você tem a regra gramatical. Lembre-se de entrar em contato. Na descrição você tem o nosso contato.
Now you have the grammar rule. Get the inspiration there. You may get a job and go to Canada. 3 tips. Simple gratitude exercises. Try these tips for expressing your gratitude and staying positive. Reflect on past challenges, connect with colleagues, keep a gratitude journal, contact friends and loved ones, be realistic, practice guided meditation, praise a coworker at least once a day, be consistent, share your ideas. 1. Reflect on past challenges to find gratitude for your current situation. Remember how you overcame past challenges and reflect on all the progress you've made. It is important to recall that there is power in positive thinking and that you alone have the power to change your thoughts. Write down your past challenges, how you felt throughout the uncertainty and what you did to work through it. How can what you learned apply to your current situation? While things may seem uncertain now, your circumstances will change over time. To connect with colleagues, make an effort to recognize your coworkers for their efforts. This may be as simple as sending a thank you message via instant messaging programs or writing a quick email. Some companies have systems in place for providing public praise. When you thank a colleague or praise them for their efforts, focus on a specific example that you felt grateful for that can help them stay motivated. Offering positive feedback regularly also ensures you maintain rapport with your team members, promoting a sense of online community. 3. Keep a gratitude journal. When experiencing challenging circumstances, it can be easy to overlook random acts of kindness. Gratitude journaling is one of the best ways to acknowledge these small moments. It can also help shift the focus of your thoughts from negative to positive. As you add entries, consider trying new exercises designed to get you thinking about gratitude. For example, start the journaling process by writing down 3 things, big or small, you appreciate having in your life, such as a thoughtful manager or the ability to socially distance while working. 4. Contact friends and loved ones when you're working. It is advisable to take small, 5 to 10 minutes breaks every hour, with longer breaks of at least 30 minutes every 2 to 4 hours. During these breaks, consider checking in with friends and family to express gratitude. Not only are you taking the time to recharge, but you're also getting support by connecting with others. Connecting with your loved ones can help you find more ways to express your gratitude to coworkers. 5. Be realistic. Practicing gratitude is a type of goal that takes additional effort and behavioral changes. With this in mind, take steps to set yourself up for success and prepare to overcome potential challenges. Gather the supplies you need for writing journal entries and letters. Set aside time for self-care by scheduling reminders on your phone. 6. Practice guided meditation. Guided meditation can help you identify and express your gratitude more easily during your breaks. Consider using guided meditation exercises designed to help you focus on what matters most. Even 5 minutes of meditation can help you appreciate life more and reduce stress. 7. Praise a coworker at least once a day. Find at least one team member you can thank or compliment once a day to stay in the habit of showing gratitude. Consider sending a group email or message that includes your entire team to begin a positive conversation. You can also thank a coworker personally through a private chat. Expressing your gratitude to coworkers at least once a day helps you maintain communication and better collaborate with them in a remote environment. 8. Be consistent. No matter how you choose to practice gratitude, aim to be consistent. Keeping a regular routine during unexpected challenges can help you stay calm and manage your emotions. Make an effort to create a schedule that integrates your new habits of gratitude. You could make a habit of practicing guided meditation before you begin work and once you end your day to feel calmer. Or you could take one of your breaks each day to add an entry into your gratitude journal. These practices can be useful even after the COVID-19 outbreak passes. 9. Share your ideas. If you find any practices for expressing gratitude that work well for you, consider sharing them with your team. You may want to send a link to the resource and describe the results you experienced. If you choose to do so, it can help to provide specific steps that you take and how often you practice it, so colleagues know what to expect if they try it. When you share your own ideas, team members are more likely to detail any practices that work for them, facilitating an open conversation.
Agora você tem o exercício. Lembre-se de entrar em contato. Na descrição você tem o nosso contato.
Now you have some tips. Join us and write your story in the comment section below. Ask whatever you want in the comments and we will do our best to answer you. You see us in our next video. Bye for now.